As the one who wasn't here.
Yeah, I was about to be like, I was like, oh, you're taking it up. You're gonna use your VOD knowledge, or?
I mean, I could. I forget. No, I don't forget. We start with us waking up after the nuke. Well, most of us. One of us is a little preoccupied.
One of us got knocked unconscious again.
That's wild. That's crazy. Arnie's in the room, checking up on us, making sure we're okay, and greeting those who wake and attempt to get up first. Which, if I remember correctly, was Hawk. He made a valiant attempt and succeeded. However, I do remember he shortly got pushed back down because he was just fucking raring to go.
Calm your ass down.
He also made no attempt to mask his Viorian accent.
That's right. Hawk Hawk unleashed at this point. He's off his leash. He's off his rocker.
Mm-hmm.
There is what you guys later learned was a humidifier in the room. It is a plant that spits out moisture, as we can hear.
Precious is a really big fan of humidifiers.
When I was listening back to the VOD,
right now.
when I was listening to the VOD, I was like, God damn, I should have done that while you guys are talking. Like, by the time I did the dripping thing, I was like, God damn, I should have done that.
Yes, you should have. That would have been so fucking funny.
Could have been great.
It was one of those mystifiers, just constant mist.
Not constant, it does spurts.
Oh, it spurts? Alright, cool.
It was a bunch of different plants grafted together. I forget why, but I know Jin, or Garth rather, you rolled nature for it, but I don't remember what it was to figure out. Was it just to
figure out the soup it was standing in, I think?
No, he didn't really show interest in the soup. He was more interested in, like, the biology of it and, like, what...
different plants?
Because it clearly wasn't one plant. Yeah, exactly. It wasn't one plant, so he's curious, like, how a number of plants came together to create it. And I think the most he got, because I don't think he rolled the greatest, was basically just he understood the system of grafting. Maybe not to replicate it, but kind of got an idea about it.
Yeah. And I believe you were the next one to stand up. If I remember correctly. I think you were the next one to stand up.
Yeah, it was Jin.
I guess, because he rolled a natural 20, and I was just like, fucking get out of here.
I know that Caradoc was spending his time preparing himself to move. Identifying muscles, tensing them. And Bust had advantage when he gave his attempt, which I think everyone succeeded on their first try, didn't they?
No, Hawk failed.
No, that was his second
that was like
attempt.
his second attempt.
Okay, yeah,
whatever.
fair.
Yeah, but first try, everyone got it initially.
I think it was only like a 10 or a 12 DC.
12.
12,
yeah. So it's like, you still have to make the check because you're not guaranteed to pass, but like, you're probably gonna pass. Well.
After everyone kind of sort of got up, I mean, you guys noticed Dahlia and Arnie summarized that she had a romp around town. And then I think you guys just straight up headed out for Grover.
Jin did use the whistle first.
Right.
Yeah,
and got the ominous response of, I know.
Which Noah found pretty hilarious.
Yes.
That's, like, your girlfriend hanging of, okay.
She's just like, oh, you have fucked up. And he's like, I know. It's like, I imagine he just woke up and is like, oh god, I'm alive. That's not gonna last much longer.
Alive. Oh god,
Jin, are you sweating? No, it's the humidifier.
It's the humidifier!
Well, yeah, we, like you said, and, you know, we headed out and Kravos was not on fire.
I know. Yeah, like, I talked to Alec a bit about this last night. You guys are in the fall season. The town is not on fire. So it's actually...
Cool.
Finally, yeah, it's actually finally cold-ish. Which is like, oh!
So that's sweating your balls off.
You know, freeze our tits off. Eventually. Arnie took you guys through town, I believe, if I remember correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong. We'll call it the medical ward, even though it's not. The medical ward is central, and you guys went east for the Ash Wardens.
Correct.
Saw 2 of them sparring, and Nova working, 1 of them reading, and I forget what Grover was doing. I haven't learned all of their names, in case you couldn't tell. I apologize. It gets a little muddy here for me, because the next thing that I know that happens is Hawk talks to Grover regarding Irina.
Yes, she did.
Essentially, we have a mushroom left. I forget what it is, but we have an object left.
Mhm.
And it's not her, but it could be maybe one day.
Yeah. For the time being, it's pretty much just a regular ass mushroom.
Something
But-
of her.
It is in a hermetically sealed container.
Mhm.
And safe for now. Till I get my hands on it.
I'm gonna make a delicious mushroom soup.
I'm gonna shake it like a little baby. Baby syndrome.
After, I think it was after that interaction that Nova, I forget the reason, but she pulled the shroud away from the duel, and she invoked senpai attacks.
She did.
Quite
She
literally.
didn't pull him away from the door. She ordered him outside to grab her a box.
That's
I
what
was
it
just like,
was.
what? Why? Like senpai attacks. Like, fine. You're right. I don't want you to be right, but you're right.
But we were dueling. Did you just backtalk me? You're senpai? No. I'll go now.
Oh.
Yeah, Nova might not be the nicest person. When you give her power over other people, she
Yeah,
seems to
She will
pretty
abuse her power.
tyrannical. Yeah, she goes pretty tyrannical pretty quickly.
Hot. It's okay. She's got pretty privilege.
well, you guys heard her on the matriarchy comment. We'll get there when we get there.
Yeah.
That's right.
After that was when Jin asked if anyone has come looking for him. We transitioned into him asking.
Yeah, pretty much. Which
Right.
then had the reveal of, like, told Red what happened. Well, in 25 words, he did what he could to tell Red what happened, what was happening. Basically saying, I'm dead. And then he's not dead. Messaged her, and oh god. And I think everyone had a
Also-
good chuckle.
Apparently Jin likes oranges.
They're
Oh, that's
exotic
right.
and citrusy.
and I remember I was like I said, I was listening to this at work, and just Alex's guttural reaction to oranges. I was so tempted to message him and just say your lore expands with no context, but I
Yeah,
forgot to.
do it now.
Lore
Do it
expansion.
right now.
Just send him an orange.
Would citrus like
Apple.
orangey taste good with sake or no?
My gut says no.
Hey, Cup.
Okay, I would trust you more than me.
It depends on the context by which you have it. Because you and I, Garth, we've had soju, which is oftentimes for normies grape fruits, apple, strawberry. Like there's a lot of infusions. I have one in my fridge right now, so it depends how it's being incorporated with it. If you mean like a fucking like take a shot at tequila with some salt on it and then bite into a lime, no, that would be terrible. That would be terrible sake. Don't do that. So it depends. I would say if you made it a part of the alcohol, it'd probably be fine. But
Does the soju exist in the Ryusen realms, and does that infusion method exist? Or is that too complicated?
soju wouldn't because that's Korean. It'd be sake. They're both rice wines though. The
Right, similar to-
One is
nomenclature for-
distilled. That's the big difference.
Yeah. I'd say some analogous soju probably exists, or mukli because that's just delicious.
Oh yeah.
Would it exist? Probably not commonly. But let me tell you, there's a lot of human history based on people producing the best alcohol. Looks at France.
Oh.
Fucking Frenchies.
Yeah, maybe
There's
maybe
sort of like
Qu'est-ce que tu veux?
different stages of the rice fermentation generating different types of drinks. So there's a whole lot of
Similar to
variety
tea.
you can get. Kind of.
There's a reason there's an entire brewmaster title and occupation. And yes, it is a title.
and they fucking earn it.
Yes, they do. It's impressive. Anyways, I digress. Moving on.
I think this is around the time Creepy Fingers showed up.
They're a lovely
Progeny
person.
is fine.
Yeah, I didn't get this one's name yet.
No, I remember you guys didn't.
I think we're a little occupied with what the fuck is it? Which we did kind of have it explained to us from the Ash Wardens, at least their perspective, of what the progeny kind of are in this area, and a ritual that they have for the
Why is
townsfolk.
it
Not people
bulbous?
passing through, but the townsfolk. It's got a hump, don't worry about it. Definitely doesn't look like it was bitten or something.
And Hawk and Denver would have discovered it on their or not discovered it, but the concept on their travels.
Yeah.
Yeah, not specifically the progeny, but the experience.
Yeah, the idea
Of weird shit.
Are they're called different things? The progenies aren't.
Progeny specific to this town. There are sometimes that have no present. I mean, look at Velcaster, right? You didn't see any weird people, themed creatures, aside from, I guess, the Zealots, that were based upon their Newman. Like, by all accounts, Velcaster was a clean town when it came to their Newman's influence. Up until it nuked it, but...
Then it was only the
That's
Newman's
neither
influence.
here nor there, because now they don't have to worry about it. There's not a place there.
But yeah, I think everyone else was so kind of isolationist in where they were that it was just like, this is basically a brand new concept, if not just only spoken to us a couple of times.
That, and you guys didn't have to literally travel over the area that has them, right? So
True.
Yeah, the only other person that would have traveled through the Free Realms would have been Badger.
Mhm.
Yeah, that checks out.
Everyone else got to go through Safe Harbor.
Imagine being safe.
So yeah, you guys met one member of the progeny.
Which requested the Ash Wardens to come meet. I forget its name, but it starts with an E. I
The
think.
Alderman.
Alderman, not an E, but
It is spelled with an E.
oh.
Ealdorman. Alderman. It's an old term.
Older man kind of thing.
Yeah, it's an old ass term.
Okay, so then my brain was right.
It's
I imagined it would
in
be,
some
but-
European context, it's similar to mayor, but not really. Burgermeister more closely. It can be a,
Regardless
More
of
of
the
a role.
historical context of it. Moving on.
As well as Lois was there, I believe.
Correct.
yes.
After Roma had a freak out because she was the one who answered the door, and you guys kind of chilled. Eventually, it was decided that I forget the Ash Wardens that went. It wasn't all of them, was it?
No.
But I believe it was Hawk and Badger that went.
Caradoc as well.
Caradoc as well.
Caradoc as well. I'm
It
sorry,
was
Fred.
Anvil and Anvil Nova. Oh,
That's it.
shit. It was those two.
And I forget I missed the description of it initially because again I was working, but I kept hearing something about a tongue and a mouth.
Yeah, so the Alderman is a technically quadrupedal creature with backwards jointed legs, like a goat or a frog. On all fours, its skin is slick with some membrane or mucus or some such. Has a large bulbous head, which always has its eyes closed. Well, not always, but predominantly has its eyes closed. But when it does open, its eyes are not eyes. That's where it holds the eggs, or some clutch of eggs for the consumption. The Alderman that talks to you is actually in replacement of the tongue or uvula of it.
It's like the parasite that lives in fish by replacing its tongue.
Yeah, something like that.
The eye thing reminded me of Basilisk's Elden Ring.
Yeah, it's a pretty good comparison.
One sort of like bombshell did happen before we left with Nova and Anvil. Grover sort of spilled the beans about the whole La Travu being a thing.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He did.
I forget the exact words he used, but something about the other voice in her head or something.
A passenger with you.
Mm-hmm. So that's.
Nova tried to be like, "What? I thought she was keeping that secret."
I
He's
love
like,
Nova. And Grover's like, well, it's kind of hard considering everyone saw her running around.
Yeah, that's what
Dahlia
his
could
rationale
have
was.
claimed. Dahlia could have claimed that it was just her.
Yeah. I don't know if that would have been any better for your situation, but sure.
No, but she could have. Now she can't.
It's like claiming criminal insanity. No, I'm not insane. I just do that.
Of course you can.
I think it makes you
Gaslighting.
insane, though. Gaslighting. I don't know if you got the charisma to gaslight.
Cock and trash.
But you got the drugs. You got the drugs to do it.
Yeah, I'll just drug all you guys, make you forget.
So, you guys went to, well, some of you went to go talk with the alderman. What did that entail?
Please enlighten me, because I forget everything that was discussed. Detail-wise.
Some of it had to do with logistics and whether or not the refugees would be willing to undergo the consumption, to officially join in and become part of the new
Right.
citizenship.
They can
Otherwise, they'd
join
have to
the
get out.
consumption.
Yeah,
First is the
I think-
consumption, then is the gestation.
yeah.
If you're
And I
chosen,
believe
right?
Lois, who they refer to as Mother Lois,
Indeed.
successfully argued for 6 days worth of planning to resolve the whole process of logistics, choices,
Yep.
and everything.
Yep.
And later also persuaded the aldermen to allow the ash wardens to also stay for 6 days.
At the cost of helping around the town. As the finger fellow will go find the requests of the town to sort them out, distribute out the tasks.
Yeah. Next in my notes we have, I think this is after we departed, or as we depart from them, and we take our leave from the alderman. You have Hawk and Anvil speak about Valkyries, just the two of them, in sort of like private
That's
convo.
right.
A term which none of you guys would be familiar with, because you're not Sioric.
No.
But it's okay, you guys weren't there anyways.
Yeah, we weren't there anyway.
Yeah.
I think right about now is when you guys cut to the other crew.
Yeah. I think Karadak might have talked to Noah about lodestones,
Oh, right.
magnets, and assisting him with his armor and things like that. Which, you know, she sees some prospects.
What? She's gonna pass up an opportunity to boss me around?
Oh, right, this is when the Anvil remarked that the town is matriarchal, and then Nova was super excited about that prospect.
So, oh, hell yeah, let's go, baby!
Until I pointed out that she's not a citizen of it. Oh.
And you could probably do more than most of the men here, so...
But she doesn't have to.
Men are seen in a, not derogatory way or second-class citizen way, but they have their allocation set to them, I'll put it like that.
As long as it's not like a Wicker Man kind of way, we're good.
Yeah, you'll have to stay in time to find out.
No, I don't think I will.
Wickerman?
It's a interesting movie.
Starring Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
the
no.
bees thing. Remember the bees?
Not
Meme?
the bees! The bees!
We're getting very distracted.
Movie night later?
We did. You were right in saying that we did swap to Roma and Jin's POV.
Yes.
Yep.
And met the best character. Eventually. We'll get there.
The totally blind guy. Yeah.
We cut to Theo picking his nose, was pink and flicking it away. The booger
Waiting.
away.
Just waiting.
He's like, right now.
Yeah, so basically, Jin wanted to go find the child to learn his name. And I have it written down over here, but I'll get to that in a minute. And got Roma. who also got Arnie because I can't remember exactly what his reasoning was. I think he just kind of wanted to get out.
Arnie, he was like, I know of the kid.
Yes,
he was
that's
like,
what
your
it was.
best bet to find him.
Yeah. He was like Frankie Fernando. Well, no, I did say Fernando. But he kept saying
his actual name in that list of names.
He did. He said Francis eventually. But he wasn't
did.
confident on like which one it was. It was just something that started with
he
F.
wasn't.
So we headed out. On the way out, nothing suspicious happened. We just randomly bumped into this homeless guy, and Jin
He's the blind
Jin-
homeless guy.
Jin just like kind of squinted his eyes at the guy, just like, something's up with this dude. And we just kind of interrogated him for a while until it's like, okay, something's definitely up. We can't entirely pin down, but I don't think he's harmful.
I would say
We're just
if you guys
gonna
want
bring him
to
along.
mental image of what Theo looks like right now is imagine he still is blind, his hair is a lot more disheveled and probably has stuff in it like dirt and dust and stuff like that. He doesn't have any wrist bindings or the waistband bindings, and he'd have like probably 3 to 4 additional layers on top of him. None of them are complete. Like they're all either only occupying one part of his body or they have holes and don't occupy much.
Okay, like full homeless garb of, is this fabric
Yes.
that will stay on my body? Okay, it covers there? Good, that's what we're doing today.
Yes, this token is when he bothers to clean up.
Does he have like a
Well, he's
hood?
hot when he cleans up.
He does have a hood.
Okay, that sounds about right. But yeah. Dude, pretty fun. He mentions how he came from east ways into the town, basically thing, and when we mentioned like what happened with Velkester, he's like, what the fuck happened to Velkester? Basically.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like you survived the nuke. What?
You blew it up.
You damn dirty adventurers. Which I only bring up because this is an important detail for later. Anyways, so we bring
What?
this crazy homeless man along with us to find a child.
He did
Things
give
you
you
could only
lessons
say in
on-
D&D and not be arrested.
He did give you lessons on chasing your love or whatever.
He has
that's
like
right.
he has a weird level of wisdom and gave Jin the birds and the bees talk.
Yeah.
And
Arnie
then
was
just
no
right
assistance.
after, and then right after, you guys are like, "Let's go find this kid," and he's like, "Wait,
Wait. Second season.
wait."
Arnie
went
did
over
check
these
out
rules.
Roma. That's canon. That's canon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I think Jin basically hit him with the guy. Come on, it's like come on to start. Old habits die hard.
He was
and all that.
presented an opportunity, right? He's opportunistic.
Yes. We we pretty quickly found Francis because he was looking for us. Well, I guess Jin specifically because it's like, oh my god, it's the cool guy. And we chatted with him. Basically, kind of got a little bit of a pulse on the area. And mildly dug into his traumatic backstory that he doesn't really talk about. He just kind of stops talking, and it was really sad. And I'm like, I don't know how to process this.
I know. Every time Crash was like, he just spaces it.
Oh god, this association. But yeah, he eventually
Mama.
offers like, hey, my aunt lives in town. Do you wanna? I want you guys to come over and have dinner. And just like, I don't want to say yes, but also this kid needs me to say yes. So it's like, yeah, sure. Just honestly, he doesn't like intruding on people's just normal lives for a party of like 20 people to just eat all their food. Also, the kid kind of needs it. Oh, that's pretty good, actually. That's cool looking.
I think there'll still be like some additional layers, because like the climate would be different. But
Yeah.
that's
Right.
that's I have the
Needs a
same
little
energy.
protection.
It was very sort of like wuxia beggar sect,
Yeah,
secret master, drunken master kind of vibe.
Nice.
yeah, I can see that.
Makes sense, considering. We take Francis, we get a little tour from him. We end up going back to the, I think it's the
The
Mother's
ear.
Ear. Yeah, the Mother's Ear, aka the tree in the middle of town. Where
You can see it right there, actually. So it's right there.
uh,
You pointed it out, Garth. You requested a weird, creepy tree in the middle of town. Boom, there it is. Added to the lore.
weird creepy tree. Speaking of
Ooh.
weird creepy tree, and the lore about it, cut back to Falk. There it is.
Oh,
I was like, Alec, no. Hawk,
no.
yes, but no.
Falk is the NPC from Fallout 3.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. Anyways. Falk. He goes over to the tree to kind of check it out. Meets the best NPC, Rudy, who is just a little
Hello.
Diglett. Hi, Rudy. He's a little Diglett of a, I was gonna say man of a thing that's just kind of trimming the tree, kind of pushing the roots around to make sure it grows outwards.
Yep.
Rudy's pronouns.
Good job, Rudy.
Yep.
Rudy, what are your pronouns?
This is where also the two groups converge and join
Yes.
up.
Correct.
Indeed.
Hello.
Hello.
I like doing
It's-
Rudy's voice. He's just so like happy.
Yeah, he's
He
just
seemed very
enjoying
chill,
life.
content.
He has his purpose in life.
Exactly. He was born with his purpose, which is just to pull around roots. Doesn't need anything else. He's all chill.
You know, he gives me the same vibes as, and that's all the ways I know of how to make shrimp.
Oh, Bubba.
Yeah. Just sort of like content, relaxed, loves what he's doing.
Shrimps is the fruit of the sea. You got coconut shrimp, walnut shrimp, sweet and sour shrimp, shrimp cocktails, shrimp parfait. Moving on.
And it just shows the other person is just dying, like, please. Please.
No, Forrest is listening the entire time.
Oh, okay. Anyhow,
So-
and we all meet up. We all meet Rudy. Rudy mentions a few of the other freaks. I mean, Prodigy about town. I really want to see the cube because that don't make sense, even in this weird case.
They're a quarter of the cube. One member of the cube is about the size of a child, so about Francis's size.
So this cube could get pretty big.
Well, when they combine together, yeah, they.
We are the Borg.
It's like Voltron.
Yeah. About this time is when someone, I think, Theo, kind of slips, making it sound like his background was coming from Velcaster. It's like, oh yeah, the tragedy that happened there, and then just kind of looks over and was like, wait a second,
Hold on,
I-
goddamn second.
didn't roll the natural one. Garth remembered.
Yeah.
I think the term used was unreliable narrator.
That is the trope tag.
Splendid. So
Technically, any
we
first-person narrative is unreliable.
really. Oh, because your own biases would come into play. Anyways, yeah. So, kind of call him on his bullshit. Check out the weird tree that you can see an ear in from a certain angle, but it changes every day.
Yep.
And a dozen other things happen. I don't think a dozen other things happen. I think that's close to all that
Pretty much
happened there. Pretty much it. I think it ended with us basically heading over to Auntie's house. What was the aunt's name again?
No, you guys are going to go check in on Cecil, Captain Cecil.
Yes.
Cecil. Okay.
The aunt's
The
name
invitation
is
was
Lindsay.
brought up. Yeah.
Yes, which we'll get to that in a second because as some of you are aware, I want to do that with everyone present, like the moment of downtime with everyone present. So some stuff's gonna happen with Aunt Lizzie, but we'll get there when we get there.
Aunt Lizzie. Okay.
This is the part where
And we did not get her
I
husband's
was
name.
last at, so
You were laughed at.
last.
Oh, last at. Oh,
In the
I was like, I don't remember that.
No.
Aunt Lizzie, you mean...
Sweet bitty.
Oh my god.
That's what the theories are. This actually was a progeny or a sweet bitty.
Oh my
That's
god.
just you want a new uncle.
Because he wasn't going to be here today, I sent him a picture of what Aunt Lizzie's art is, and
Ooh.
not more than 1 second past it, he posted back, and I quote in verbatim, "I want to have sex with her," and I
That means literally nothing, though.
had the reaction to the process what it was and type it, which means he was ready to drop that statement if she was a progeny.
I think he said, like, it didn't matter what you posted, I was going to send that message.
Yeah.
I should have posted a picture of him. I should have the meme or the emo, which is him. I should have dropped that.
No, just put a picture of, like, the Grillo's pickle.
Well, I already know that.
He wants
I
to
would
fuck a pickle.
It's Pickle Rick.
If I recall, they brought up Aunt Lizzie dinner invitation and potentially us staying there as a sort of
Correct.
housing arrangement, and then
Aunt
we
Lizzie
decided,
has
Yes.
3 spare bedrooms.
yeah,
We can figure that out.
Well, technically she has 2, but her and her nephew can share a room, and you guys can grab the remaining 3.
That's sweet.
and then we decided to head over towards the refugee side of things to check up on
West
Cecil,
side.
and I believe that's when Red intercepted Eugen.
Intercepted you.
Yeah.
That's the way of describing it.
I don't
can't
know
wait
how,
for
but I
this.
forgot about that.
You are objectified.
Oh god, there's so many more spells that can be cast on me now.
Oh my god!
Dude, that would be such a mind freak. You consider yourself an object, so thus that you would count as an object for certain spells, like levitate and shit like that.
Oh my
Whoa, whoa,
god.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
The biggest brain, you develop a culture where you objectify each other just so that more spells work.
Dude, that'd be funny
Holy
as shit.
shit.
Like, you go to the Frenzy Confederacy, it's like, wait, how do you cast that spell on him? It only affects objects. Well, he's a
I mean
slave.
him.
Oh my god.
Oh, I see. Guys, we gotta get the fuck out of
Gotcha.
here. No, what's your amount?
Understood. Yeah, Jin is electrified. No, he's contacted by Red. Pretty much says we need to talk. He can find her, but I imagine only because she wants to be seen. They head off down an alleyway for a minute, which I think had a tree. I think she was sitting in a tree, right? Or am I crazy?
Yeah, she was lounging in a tree. You know that really curvy looking tree at the beginning of Kingdom Hearts when you're on the island and you go fight Riku?
Yes.
Yeah, that tree. I'm happy you and I both know exactly which tree we're talking about.
I played the intro to that game far too many times.
Yeah, that tree.
The tree that is designed to be sat in. Anyways.
Yes.
Jin expected it to be much rougher, kind of along the lines of, you fucking wasted my time, you freaked me out, you dragged me away from what I was doing, kind of thing. And then it turns out, it's like, no, we're chill, we're neutral. Like, you face death with honor. It's like, cool, brownie points. And he's like, oh shit, I didn't expect to get this good. She then deposits, because he has no real information, because nuclear apocalypse, I'll be honest.
Quarantine, nuclear apocalypse, civil war, yeah, no stuff.
Yeah, I think even she would be like, okay, fair, you get a pass on that town.
It's a normal MDUS.
She mentions she went to the Friends of Confederacy. Apparently, the person they are looking for talked to the hero that was down there. Kind of makes sense. She didn't talk to that person because kind of just a mess was the vibe that was coming off of it. It's just a complicated thing they did not want to try and navigate through. They follow
The voices of Vishnu are pretty notorious.
Makes sense. I mean, it's a hero from like a place that I would define as like evil dark magics. So it's like gonna be a bit odd.
Sort of, yeah. A little bit.
Apparently he traveled north. I think he caught a boat, I believe was what it was, into...
Yeah, let's go to the world map, actually.
Very useful. Yeah, so he was... The guy traveled down here, somewhere along like this coast from the way I'm guessing. And then went... Or maybe to this island. Up there,
No, he went to the heart of the Confederacy.
Right. Of course, that's where Vishnu is hiding. Well, I guess not
Yeah.
hiding. You know what I mean.
Yeah. He's stationed at...
Yeah. They went up there into the Kingdom of Eulonia. Red said she's going to continue doing that. I think the term she used was hot on a cold trail.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah, that's a good
well,
point.
I wish there was better, but you know, it's something.
It's the only show you guys got.
Yeah. So it's kind of a thing of like, I'm gonna go back that way. You don't need to go. It's probably better, or not better. It's better if you go a different direction. Yeah, so we can cover our base.
Actually, she would have given you the city name that the boat went to.
Oh, hell yeah.
Uh,
What was it? Master Festivals? Masters of Festivals?
Master of Festivals, the Festival Master, interchangeable.
Yeah.
That's the name of the city. They're all gonna give like a little tagline. It's Western Eulonia. On the shores of Lake Following. Yeah. Yeah. I like that this is all the same text priority thing. Make the bold.
I'll scribble the rest of that down in a minute. Yeah. She basically deposits that information. She also checks to see how capable or how well off he is. How capable, whatever. Checks generally how he's doing. He's like, I'm ready to go whenever, which is mildly a lie. He could probably use a bit of rest, but he's like, I don't give a shit. She gives him instructions to head about a day away. There's a hill with a big tree on it and a storm coming.
Northeast of
Climb
here.
that tree. Northeast, that's what it was. I have it written down. Climb that. And it kind of had the vibe of, if the gods find you wanting, I will not find you again, kind of thing.
Yep.
I was like, go get hit by lightning. And he's like, thumbs up. I think that's about what it was. There was some fun bits of information that him and her had, but you guys weren't there for the conversation. I'm not going to recap that. That's for me. But yeah, and I think that's actually what it was. That was a bit of a lengthy recap, I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, we were down a person. That means Nina did do her homework and watched a good chunk of the VOD. So good on you. So as a result of that, Garth, I think you helmed recap pretty solidly. So take an inspiration. I didn't forget this time. But Nina, you did your homework. You did your homework. Take an inspiration. Patreon how?
I applaud.
You get
Bravo.
one whole chocolate.
Mm-hmm. So, we'll get started in a little bit. We're gonna take a break as I go reassume my throne. I will be right back. And hopefully there won't be assassins this time. Be right back.
Time to pause.